The SBIR program has a lot of events where they set up one-on-ones for small businesses to give them an opportunity to talk about their technologies or company capabilities to the government or industry representatives. These are a great way for small businesses to be able to have conversations specific to their needs or interests and get guidance on how to proceed. Participating in these one-on-ones can be a daunting or complicated situation for a small business, particularly if they're new to working with the federal government. So I've solicited some of my colleagues to put together some basic recommendations for how to prepare for your one-on-one. The following scenarios are based on past experiences. We will be portraying scenarios with some of the less effective approaches and then scenarios with some of the more effective approaches. After each set, we will chat over the do's and don'ts. Spoiler alert, we are not professional actors, so be prepared to be entertained.
Hi, I'm from Always Learning. My company, we started out as about 10 people down the southern part of the state. Now we're in the northern part of the state. We got about 18 people. We're in about 1,500 square feet. My wife runs the company, and we're really excited about opportunities. We've hired a whole bunch of people from East West University. We have some part-time people. We're going to have some summer interns this year. We have technology areas that we're really working on, and we're looking to grow. We have some state contracts in the past. We are looking to expand nationally. We have some national exposure, but we're trying to expand beyond that. And we're really excited. I'm really excited to be here today.
Okay. What technology are we here for today?
Hi, I'm with Industrious Incorporated. Thank you for meeting with me today. I've been looking over some of the opportunities that DHS has been posting onto FedBizOps and researching some of the challenges that you're facing in meeting those needs. My company has expertise in robotics, machine learning, and canine behavioral and training areas. We have facilities that allow us to do in-house testing, and we have developed relationships and have partnering agreements with companies that do quality manufacturing. I was interested in talking to you today because I wanted to talk about some of the products that we're developing and have developed that may be able to fit DHS needs and provide a better solution. Now we'll talk about the specific do's and don'ts that we just watched. Talk about the don'ts in your video.
Okay. I tended to wander in my introduction. That was a problem in that I wasted a lot of valuable time. I talked about personnel, but I didn't talk about the capabilities that they brought to the technology. I talked about where we were and even talked about square footage, but not about the actual facilities that we had in that square footage. Also, I mentioned a state contract, but didn't talk about why it was relevant to the discussion for the day.
I demonstrated that I valued the time of the representative by conducting research ahead of time. I spoke to the capabilities and how they were related to the needs of the agency, and then I gave information on how I can transition technology. I followed up by preparing our representative with hearing about the products that we've developed.
We had an SBIR with another agency. Who can I talk to about getting additional funding from DHS for that effort?
What is the SBIR topic number?
I don't remember. It was 4 years ago. It was a machine learning topic that they did.
Okay. What current state is it in?
We finished up phase 2. We had a good demonstration of our prototype. The customer really liked it. They want to incorporate it in several places. And we've talked to Big Data Company about doing a demonstration for them as well.
What additional funding is needed?
We want to further develop our topic. So yeah, we want to see what we can do.
We have previously worked with other federal agencies to develop robotic dogs that have been able to perform dangerous missions in adverse conditions. We would see that there are opportunities to work with DHS in these areas where we can provide a robotic dog that would be able to carry out its mission with less degradation than a live canine. We're looking to do this. We'd have to apply some additional funding to be able to do that R&D and apply the appropriate machine learning techniques and strategies. We're estimating it would take about $400K. I'd like to talk to the operational folks at DHS so we could make sure that what we're planning in terms of that development and where we would be able to transition makes sense. Specifically, I was hoping to work with folks at the Customs and Border Protection K-9 training team. And I also watched a Facebook Tech Talk on the S&T Facebook page that talked about lost person behavior tools. And I thought that there might be another opportunity for us to be able to fit a DHS need with our technology. Okay. Now let's talk about the do's and don'ts of knowing the goal of your meeting.
I came to that meeting unprepared. I should have had the topic number at my fingertips so that when the discussion came around to that, the DHS representative could better help me. Also, when it came time to talk additional funding, I should have had a dollar amount in mind and what that further investment would provide. By not having those details, it looked like I was unprepared and maybe not ready for any further investment.
I talked about how my product is currently being used and its capabilities. I talked about how this capability may be of help to the mission to the agency with whom I'm speaking. I cited specific groups that may be able to benefit from this capability, making it easier for that representative to get the information to the right person. I added an additional group of interest at the end. It's okay to add additional groups, but make sure you temper that and don't just broadly brush the whole agency.
What does your product do?
We have a software package that uses algorithms to take historical data and perform tasks better over time, and trying to do combinations of approaches and what-if scenarios to move forward.
Can you tell me how your product differs from other that's currently on the market?
Well, nobody else is doing algorithms quite the way we're doing them. Let's just leave it at that for now.
So how does this product differ from others that are currently on the market?
There are a lot of machine learning products on the market. Because we're trying to leverage the instinctive behaviors of the canine and the advantages they bring to the situations, we have incorporated knowledge from our canine behavior and training experts into the algorithms to provide the aid that will include that information for a more successful outcome.
Okay.
Now let's review the do's and don'ts of differentiating your product.
My problem was that I stayed very generic, and even when pressed, I actually shut down and refused to share because I was afraid of giving up intellectual property that I may own, and as a result, the DHS rep couldn't give me any help, not knowing what I was doing.
I was able to speak to the specific abilities that I brought to the product that were different than my competitors. This would allow them to understand why I might be able to bring a different competitive advantage to their mission. I also used plain speak. This allows me to avoid divulging intellectual property, but also to be able to speak to folks who may not be experts in the technical areas that I'm developing.
We have another product that's completing development right now. It's a financial assistance tool that it tracks personal financial data and helps you estimate your income taxes in real time, and it also provides financial guidance throughout the year. And I think it would be great for DHS to pick it up.
How do you see this fitting with DHS' current mission?
You have thousands of employees across DHS. I think that's a great way of, showing your employees that they care by helping them with their financial needs.
Okay, this is outside of DHS's area currently. We don't have the expertise for this technology.
But DHS employees would love to have something like this. You'd be taking care of your people.
We also have some other robotics technologies that may be a good fit for DHS. Do you have any other resources that we can use to find out about opportunities to work with DHS or technologies that you're seeking?
Yes, we do. We have the DHS S&T Industry Guide, which highlights the R&D investment priorities and business opportunities. Here's a hard copy, and it's also available on the web.
Thank you. So here's some do's and don'ts if you have a few extra moments in your one-on-one meeting.
I took the extra time to try to sell an additional product. When I was told by the DHS representative that it was not within the mission that we were discussing that day, Instead of accepting that answer, I went on to justify why I thought that she should still listen to me.
I took my time to let the representative tell me about additional resources that may be helpful to me. If my topic didn't hit the mark for them, this will allow me to do research to get a better result next time, and if it did, it gives me another opportunity.
I really want to thank you for meeting with me. Here is our product catalog of all the things that we're working on and that we've developed already. And here's the company profile with all the facilities that we have. And here's my business card. If there are any other opportunities that you're aware of, I'd appreciate you giving me a call.
Thank you for meeting with me. I can leave you with some hard copy information, but I also wanted to be able to follow up with you on any tailored information electronically. So here's my business card, and can I get yours so I can follow up?
Sure.
Now we're going to go over the do's and don'ts to the follow-up from your one-on-one meeting.
While it is good to provide additional material, what I ended up doing is I gave the impression I was trying to empty my briefcase before the end of the day by giving all sorts of additional information. Plus, when I gave over my business card, I expected the DHS representative to become my business development manager as an adjunct to my company. It is up to me to do my own marketing and business development and not expect DHS to do it on my behalf.
I gave the representative a small amount of information, but also gave the opportunity for them to receive electronic information tailored specifically for them. And then I gave them my business card and asked for their information so that I could make sure I had the ability to follow up with them. So we went over several points, but I want to highlight the main takeaways. Be prepared. Provide relevant information on your company and products. Know what you want from the meeting. Be sure to speak to the needs of the representative with whom you are meeting. It should be a mutually beneficial experience. Listen to the representative. Don't take the whole time talking. Be receptive to guidance provided by the government representative, and if they do not proactively recommend next steps, try to work with them to determine what they could be. Follow up. Success is dependent on action from both parties. Be prepared to provide tailored information in electronic format. It is not uncommon you will not get a specific name or direct contact information. Start with what you are given. Organizations and the folks representing them are spending their resources to participate, so it is in their best interest to gain a good connection also. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you at future one-on-ones. So when do you think the Hollywood producers are going to call?
Don't quit your day job.